As the legal battle surrounding Lil Durk intensifies, new footage has emerged reportedly showing the rapper and his alleged hitman aboard a private jet. This video, now circulating online, has added a surprising twist to an already complicated case. Lil Durk facing federal charges that could result in a life sentence is accused of masterminding a murder-for-hire plot targeting rival rapper Quando Rondo. Lil Durk and his hitmen tried to escape. Rapper Lil Durk, a key figure in the modern hip-hop scene, has been thrust into the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Arrested on federal murder-for-hire charges, the artist allegedly masterminded a plot targeting rapper Quando Rondo as retaliation for the 2020 murder of his friend and collaborator King Bob. The murder-for-hire allegations stem from events that occurred 2 years after King Von's tragic death, which many believe Quando Rondo had ties to. According to an affidavit filed in federal court by FBI agent Sarah Corcoran, Lil Durk placed a bounty on Quando Rondo's life. The evidence included unnamed witness testimony and records showing flight tickets purchased using credit cards linked to Lil Durk and his only the family. OTF collected. The affidavit painted a chilling picture of premeditated revenge, with the rapper allegedly mobilizing resources within OTF to plan and execute the scheme. Authorities assert that the 2022 plot was a direct response to the pain and loss Lil Durk endured after King Von's death, a tragedy that remains a significant chapter in his life and career. Before his arrest, Lil Durk reportedly tried to flee the United States. Federal prosecutors detailed his elaborate efforts to outmaneuver investigators, claiming he booked multiple flights to confuse authorities. 2 commercial one-way tickets to Dubai and Switzerland were purchased but never used. A third attempt involved a private jet bound for Italy, but FBI agents detained him at Miami's Opaka Executive Airport just an hour before the jet was scheduled to take off. Federal sources decrypt the moves as calculated and aimed at evading federal jurisdiction. However, not everyone agrees with this narrative. Bradford Cohen, an attorney who has represented Kodak Black, questioned the validity of these claims. He has suggested that the flights may have been booked as precautionary measures to check for warrants rather than a genuine attempt to flee. Cohen also argued that fleeing to Switzerland or Italy, both of which have robust extradition agreements with the U.S., would not be a logical choice for someone attempting to evade prosecution. The drama extended beyond Lil Durk himself. On October 24, 5 men associated with OTF were arrested in Chicago in connection with the alleged murder-for-hire plot. The arrested individuals identified as Kevin London Grant, 28, known as Cuz Servani; the Andre Dantrell Wilson, 33, known as D. Keith Jones, 33, known as Flacca; David Brian Lindsay, 33, known as Brown; and ASA Houston, 36, known as Boogie. The men FA charges detailed in a 4-count federal grand jury indictment, with Jones also facing an additional charge for possession of a machine gun. They made their initial court appearances in Chicago and are expected to be arraigned in Los Angeles despite their alleged roles in the plot. Attempts to escape arrest prove futile for these 5 men. A video circulated online showed the chaotic moments during their arrests, further adding to the sensationalism surrounding the case. If Lil Durk had successfully fled, his actions would have brought serious legal consequences. Under US law, anyone fleeing prosecution is considered a fugitive, a designation that complicates their legal standing. One immediate consequence would have been extradition. Countries like Switzerland and Italy have strong extradition treaties with the United States, meaning Lil Durk could have been quickly returned to face charges. Additionally, fleeing would have nullified the statute of limitations for the crime, allowing authorities to pursue charges indefinitely. Perhaps most damaging, fleeing could have led to harsher sentencing. Judges often view such actions as an admission of guilt or lack of remorse, leading to reduced chances of leniency during sentencing. In this case, Lil Durk's reported attempts to flee may already be seen as damaging evidence regardless of their intent. Before his arrest, Lil Durk's music and public statements hinted at his awareness of looming legal troubles. Fans have pointed to the eerie foresight displayed in his 2022 track Federal Nightmares, which has surged in popularity following his indictment. The chorus of the track, with its haunting repetition, "Delete my iCloud if I think they really on me, when trial come it ain't your phone, it be your homie." He on the stand with his head down like he don't know me. It ain't no point in no getting lawyer if your homie told. Fans have called the lyrics a premonition of the rapper's current circumstances, with one X user commenting, "Lil Durk really predicted his own future." With this song Federal Nightmares, the lyrics have sparked debate about whether Durk's art mirrors his life too closely and whether his music inadvertently foreshadowed his downfall. Just weeks before his arrest, Lil Durk announced a significant milestone: his criminal record had been wiped clean. On September 22, the rapper took to X, formerly Twitter, to share his joy over the expungement of his record, describing it as a second chance at life. "Everybody should get second chances at life. It's about what you do with it. Alhamdulillah, my background wiped and clean of all cases. I ain't a felon anymore," he wrote, adding a heartfelt thanks to those who supported him. Durk's journey through the criminal justice system has been long and fraught with challenges. His legal troubles date back to 2011, when he served 3 months for a weapons charge. In 2013, he was arrested again for unlawful use of a weapon by a felon. leading to an 18-month probation sentence. These experiences shaped his music and public persona as an artist striving to rise above his past. His announcement about clearing his record marked a turning point, reflecting his desire to leave his troubled history behind. However, the timing of his indictment for the alleged murder-for-hire scheme has cast a shadow over these efforts, making it appear as though his second chance was short-lived. Meanwhile, the case against Lil Durk is further complicated by allegations of witness intimidation. According to the affidavit, witnesses tied to the investigation as well as their families have faced threats. Federal prosecutors chose to keep the identities of these witnesses confidential, citing serious safety concerns. Such allegations suggest an effort to obstruct justice, which could lead to additional charges. Witness tampering is a federal crime with severe penalties, and the involvement of threats only amplifies the seriousness of these claims as Lil Durk and his associates await trial. The legal road ahead is daunting. The evidence outlined in the affidavit, including financial records, flight bookings, and witness testimony, presents a strong case for federal prosecutors. The trial. Lil Durk and his hitman face. Chicago rapper Lil Durk faces a federal trial with grave implications, accused of orchestrating a murder-for-hire plot. Bank stands at the center of a case involving allegations of interstate criminal conspiracy, firearm violations, and the tragic death of an innocent victim. Senior federal prosecutors armed with extensive evidence claim Banks used his position as leader of the rap collective Only the Family OTF to coordinate the violent retaliation that has now landed him in court. Banks, along with 5 alleged co-conspirators Cav London, Grant, DeAndre Dantrell, Wilson, Keith Jones, David Bryan, Lindsay, and ASA Houston, faces multiple charges, including conspiracy to use interstate facilities to commit murder for hire resulting in death, use of firearms, and furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death, and possession of a machine gun. The defendants are accused of carrying out a coordinated plan to murder Quando Rondo, referred to in court documents as a rival to Banks. This feud is rooted in the 2020 murder of Banks' close associate and OTF member King Von. The indictment and supporting FBI affidavit detail how the plot was carried out. Prosecutors claim Banks offered a bounty on TB Quando Rondo, promising monetary rewards and music opportunities through OTF to those willing to take part. The plan was initiated in August 2022 when OTF associates learned that Quando Rondo was staying at a hotel in Los Angeles. Grant, Wilson, Lindsay, Houston, Jones, and